the mission. We on the mission. Family on the mission.
Yo, what's up, world? This your boy Monty G. I'm back at it again, and today we got a special guest, my homie, one of my closest friends. You know what I'm saying? My mentor. Hey, he showed me a whole lot of game, bro. He showed me a whole lot of game, man. And today, I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. I'm gonna let y'all into the motherfucking room, man. We gonna go ahead and do this thing, man. Hey, I call him Big Mizzy. Y'all know him as Mike Young. Yes, indeed. Let's get it cracking.
What
Big,
am I? Do you hear me, world?
you hear me, world?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. Couldn't complain. Wouldn't do nothing if I did.
Man, I appreciate you coming on to. I know you busy, man. I know you real busy. You know, you called me at like about 1 o'clock in the morning. You sent me a text and you was like, we can definitely do this thing. And man, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Most definitely. You know, I gotta support the Fammission. You know what I'm saying? We family on a mission, man. We trying to get it out here. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, okay. So for the people that don't know you, man, you want to introduce yourself and tell them what you do, and yeah, just tell them what you do, man.
I'm Michael Young, CEO of Young Homes and Services here out of Peoria, Illinois. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a stable in the streets, but I've been around here in Peoria for a while, and I try to reach out to the youth and do things for the youth. I'm trying to be an entrepreneur extraordinaire. You know, anything about uplifting my family, myself. You know what I'm saying? Being more financially stable, being more spiritually stable, being more mentally stable. That's what I'm about. Anytime I have opportunity to try to help someone, I try to help someone. I mean, I got multiple streams of income, and we'll talk about a few throughout this process.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So I know that you take homes and you flip them.
Mm-hmm.
And I be seeing you, know what I'm saying? I know you very low key, but I be seeing you doing your thug thizzle, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to ask you, what made you get into the game of flipping homes? That's
Okay, well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like I said, this is Young Homes and Services. Make your old home a young home. We're into rentals, remodels, and renovations, and real estate. Like I said, my motto is make your old home a young home. If y'all have some remodeling that you want done, I can come through and do that. If you have a home that you want flipped, I can come through and do that. If you're looking to buy a property, I can sell you a property. If you're looking to just rent a property, I can also rent you a property. I got into real estate a long time ago. It's been about 20 years now. I got into real estate because my grandfather and my uncle always had real estate properties, and they had a lot of kids, and they were like, well, this is what we would leave to our kids. You know, my grandfather was a sharecropper, but when he bought a home, that's what changed, his kids' lives. You know what I mean? So his kids, he's got doctors, he got people with PhDs, he got teachers, you know what I'm saying? He got lawyers as kids, you know what I'm saying? But it all came from where he said that a man at his job told him, man, you need to buy a home, move y'all out the projects. And so that's been kind of the stable, you know what I'm saying, of building a family is owning your own property. It's nothing like having your own. People go out and buy their cars, but as soon as they buy a car, the value of that car depreciates. You know what I'm saying? You go out and buy shoes and it has no value whatsoever. But if you buy a home, it maintains its value throughout your lifetime and your children's lifetime. And that's just one way that I learned to build myself up. And so when I bought my own home, it needed remodels and renovations, and I didn't want to pay anybody to do it because my uncles always had taught me how to do the stuff. So, and plus I like doing it, take something old and make it new. I like doing that. So I got into doing that for myself. And then the trials and tribulations of life, went away for a little while and came back. But I realized that, man, the old way of doing things was done. I got to find a way to do things that's going to last generation after generation after generation. So I found a way to purchase homes at a low price. I already knew how to do the work. I took classes while I was away. I utilized my time while I was away, took classes to learn the ins and outs of construction, and I applied that knowledge when I came home. And so I started out with just one property. Now I'm up. Now I'm up to 10. Uh, I ain't gonna even say what my limit is because we don't know. We don't always talk about all our business
baby.
like that. We would always talk on all our business, But
Hey man, it's all good, man. Sky's the limit. You shouldn't have no limit, man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing good.
exactly.
And you say you have about 10 homes, and I was gonna ask you like how many properties do you own, and how many people you got working with you?
Well, as of right now, you know what I'm saying, I work with guys off and on. Right now is a kind of funny time as far as hiring people. A lot of people don't really want to work. Like when I hire people, I tell them, man, hey, I can teach you this and you can make money for yourself. I can teach you, you could take a person, teach a person to fish, he gonna eat for a lifetime. You can feed him a fish, he gonna eat that once. So, I tell people like, man, I'm paying you, but at the same time, while I'm paying you, learn this what I'm doing, because if I ain't around, you can do this for yourself. You can go to somebody's kitchen and say, man, this kitchen look old, man. You need some new cabinets, you need new paints, you need a new floor. You know what I mean? And get $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 out of that kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, how many kitchens is it in the world? You know what I mean? Millions and millions of kitchens. You know what I'm saying? It's millions and millions of bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? It's millions of houses. I provide rental properties for low income families. You know what I mean? Because I came from a low income family, so I understand that, man. People can't pay $1,200 for rent. You know what I mean? So I mean, if it's enough to cover my costs and make sure I have a little something in the bank, then man, if you're a good person and you got kids and a family and you're trying to build, then man, I provide low income housing for people.
Man, that's what's up.
In the Peoria area. I do a lot of things, man. And I hate to even toot my own horn because we in this day and age where everybody think that they famous these days, And I don't aim to be famous.
Right.
That's not my goal. My goal is God first, then your family, then everything else. If I put God first, then He gonna open these doors for me. I take care of my family, then I don't even get caught up in the selfishness of thinking about myself. You know what I mean? Then everything else. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I like that, man. I like that, man. You stay humble and you put God first. And I tell people a lot, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be humble, trust the process, and follow your dreams and follow your heart and put God first, And a lot of people don't know how to do that because, they never had God in their home. They never talked about the spiritual realm. They never talked about that. And it's like, it's foreign to some people, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad. But I guess it's not meant for everybody. Like everybody can't go. Like you said, you try to teach people how to do things, but they rather just get paid and run off and go. And you know what I'm saying? And the game is really it's to be told, but it's to be told too. Like who gonna accept that game? Because people be like, I want money, I want the flashy stuff, I want this and that, and that's how they mind work. So, you know what I'm saying? And man, I appreciate you, man, just trying to help people, man. Like you doing a beautiful thing, bro. Peoria, in Peoria, Illinois, I used to be down there and you, man, you helped me. I remember one time you told me like, man, money, come help me with these houses. I ain't know what to do, bro. I ain't know how to read a measuring tape, bro. I ain't know nothing. I'm like, man. It's like, bro, it's like reading the scale. I'm like, reading the scale. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a quarter, it's an eighth, it's a 16th, man.
Yeah, and you was like, man, it's like reading the scale, bro, man. You was like, man, you gotta change your mindset that, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta do this. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, Man, you showed me a lot, bro. You showed me personally. You showed me a lot, bro, and I appreciate that, man. I just want to give you flowers while you here,
Yeah,
cause
man.
man,
Hey,
that was some real shit. Like that was
hey,
some.
I appreciate that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. I got much love for you, money. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, you know our situation. Like, and to be honest with you, I'm only gonna chop it up like this because I'm talking to you. But I don't even speak on, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the negative things in my past because that's my past. You know, it
Mhm.
got me to where I'm at. But sometimes I do though. So like if it's a youngin out here looking at this podcast, thinking like, man, you know, life got me down or I can't do nothing. You have to understand that uh, uh, you are your own limiter. You're the only person that can stop you. Not long ago, I was sitting in the box thinking about these things, writing these things
Mm,
on paper. I still got the yellow paper in my box right now where it said,
mm,
man, when I get out, I'm gonna buy cars and sell them. I'm gonna get homes and renovate them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start a business as remodeling. I got these things on paper. So I'm
mm.
gonna come home and get my family. All these things I said I was gonna do, I did. Which brings me to another point. It ain't me. It's just anybody can do it. First I thought about it, then I wrote it down. Then it came to pass. You know,
Mm.
there's
Manifestation.
power in the tongue. There's power in the speech. You know what I'm saying? It holds the power of life and death. It's a two-edged sword. Be
Mm.
careful. Guard your words. Be careful what you speak on yourself. A lot of people walk around and say, "Man, I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit." And then guess what? They end up never being nothing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
because
saying?
they telling themselves and they speaking the truth. So let's go back about 10 years. Like
Mm-hmm.
what was your life like 10 years ago?
Oh man, 10 years was that? 13? That's been what? What has been 12?
Mm.
2012, man. I was sitting in Logan Correctional Center. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I was talking to you on the phone from time to time. You know, it's crazy because when I was in the streets, I fed the whole neighborhood. The
Mm.
whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I did that out of the kindness of my heart. Sometimes I feel bad for people, pull them up, make sure their family got groceries. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they eating. But when I was in that box, I ain't hear but from about a handful of people. I can count them on my hand. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? I can count them on one hand. The
Mm.
people that I could hear from. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, uh, thing was when I took my time, I went in there determined to not come out the same way. You see what I'm saying?
That's real.
Because like we said, I think I told you once before, when I went in, my daughter was about 2 feet tall. And when I came out, she was about my same height.
Mm.
And that messed me up. You know what I'm saying? That messed me up. Like I missed out on all them markings on the wall. You know how people mark their kids' height on the wall. If I'd have marked the kids' height, it'd have been down here. Then when I got out, it was way up here somewhere.
Mm.
You know, I missed out on all that. Time is the most valuable thing that we have as people. Not money, not our friendships, not nothing else. It's the time that we have. You know what I'm saying? That's most valuable. You can't sell a person your time, even though we do. We go to jobs, $20 an hour, $30 an hour, right? But in actuality, you can't sell your time because you can't buy no time.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? You don't get none back. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yes, you home.
You see what
And
I'm
I tell
saying?
people, yeah, and I tell people all the time that it ain't about the clothes you wear, the cars you drive, the house you live in. It ain't on. I say because at the end of the day, they're gonna look at you as the person you are
Uh-huh.
and how you hold yourself, and you know what I'm saying, and how you value yourself and how you appreciate people around you. That's the one that's gonna hold weight. You know what I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
sometimes we lose the focus on that, and we just try to, as street cats, we try to glorify things that don't hold no weight. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
true.
And right now, you doing a big thing, bro. I appreciate you doing that. You know what I'm saying? And you was talking about you was in Logan, and you know what I'm saying, you had to sit down
It
for a
was a
minute,
Mogul,
man.
yep.
So just I'm gonna take it back a little bit more, man.
Okay, go ahead.
If you can
Let's
talk
chop
to
it
your
up.
16, if you can talk to your 16-year-old self, what would you tell them?
Uh, what would I tell him? Shoot, man, my 16-year-old self, I tell him, man, don't be afraid to be that lame dude, man.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? My 16-year-old self, I was getting straight A's in high school on
mm,
the football team, finna go to college for a full ride. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And doing all this, but my other 16-year-old self was out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? For a cause. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to help my family, feed my family, and stuff like that at 16, which is something ludicrous that none of us should have to do, but a lot of young black men do have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
That's our reality. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I could have chose to buckle down and sacrifice more. I could have at 16 went to Kroger's and bagged groceries and
right.
saved every single penny that I had and paid them same bills that I was paying selling drugs.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? It was
yeah.
just the fast and the lure of everything, the shiny lights and the flashy cars. You know what I'm saying? Like we get caught up in all of that. We
Yeah.
get caught up in the wrong things. You know,
Mm,
these things, all these things. But you know, and I hate to be preaching, but I'm speaking real. You know what I'm saying? Like the words say, man, if you do right, then all these things will be added onto you.
mm,
So now look, fast forward 30 years later, right? 20 some odd years later. Now I still got bills. I still got to pay for my house. I still got to feed my family. Even more bills now than I had back then.
mm,
I'm making a choice right now to get things the right way and not get things the fast way. You see what
mm.
I'm saying? Like, man, a lot of cats gonna hear me talking and be like, man, whatever, bro. I ain't got no time for that. But I'm telling you the truth. I've been there, done that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like capping and all that, man. I don't even like talking about all that. Like that's my past. But what I'm saying is you do have a choice. You do
Yeah.
have options.
Yeah.
You can pay your bills without making the wrong decision. You can pay your bills without robbing a cat. You can pay your bills without flipping these bricks. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
people, a lot of young cats and old cats too these days live for the fame of it. You know what I'm saying? The name of it.
Yeah.
You know?
And a lot of like how we grew up, you know what I'm saying? We want that instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? We follow on the followers, we always say that. And we never we follow the majority. And the
Mm-hmm.
Bible say don't follow the majority, you know what I'm saying? Follow the straight
Man,
line.
it say man, don't go down the road that's broad and easy. Go down the road that's narrow and hard. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
down that road you're gonna find your success. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So when things start getting hard on you, when you feeling that pressure, man, you keep pushing. You
Yeah,
know
you
what I'm
keep
saying?
pushing. That's how you
It's
make
like when
diamonds.
you working out. When you working out, you know what I'm saying? You feel that pressure, that stress. First, it be hurting. The first
Yeah.
time you do it, you like, man,
Man, make you want to give up.
make you want to stop. But man, after you get used to it, now you looking for that pressure. Like, man, I got to get back tight. I got to get
Yeah.
myself back right. You know what I mean? But you can't get to a certain point without pressure. You can't make a diamond without pressure. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying? A diamond is a worthless piece of coal until you apply the pressure.
Oh, talk
Then
that
it's
talk.
then it's a diamond. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. And a lot of things, I look at a lot of things like, man, things people put worth on things, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
I can say, man, I got some glasses right here, right?
yeah,
And I can sell them to you for $5
yeah,
or 2,500. We put the price on things, you know what
yeah.
I'm
We
saying?
put the
And
value on things.
yeah, we put the value on things, and some people just we get so caught up in it, and then we be like, you know what I'm saying, look at me, I got on some $200 pair of shoes, you know
Yeah,
what
bro.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
me, I'm nice, you know what I'm saying? And that's not human value though, you know
Well,
what I'm
see,
saying?
yeah, it's not, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, and I don't even like having that conversation because people so far gone in their mind when it comes to materialistic stuff. Like this whole world is like really, really revolves around material stuff. But I say this. Uh, say you was on your last leg, or you was about to die. You knew you was about to die.
Hmm.
You know, and a person came to you with, man, millions and billions of dollars in one hand, or 10 more minutes of life in the other hand.
Mm,
Which one you gonna choose?
yeah. That 10 minutes, man.
You're gonna choose them 10 minutes. But yet every day we all as people walk through this whole life choosing all this over here. Man, I gotta have this, I gotta have that. And ain't nothing wrong with being ambitious because I am. You know what I'm saying? I got high intake. I like, I like what I like. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But you gotta balance. You have to balance the material and the things that really count. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because to me, like I said in my mantra, man, it's God first, it's family, then everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's God first because God gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? When your family not even there. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you stuck in a box and it's just you and God talking. Like, man, it's rough right now. Man, I'm hurt right now. Man, you know what I'm saying? I need you. You know what I'm saying? And whatever your God may be, some people don't believe in God, whatever they choose to. But I know, me personally, it's a higher power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it's a higher power. I done been in situations with, man. Well, I've been in situations like, man, Lord, please let me up out of this one. Just let me up out of this one. Guns to my head. You know what I'm saying? And I walk right down the street with a cat with a gun to my head. Police pull up.
Yeah, and and sometimes we got to have these uncomfortable conversations, even though we don't like to have them, because and that's that trauma. Like as a kid, is when we keeping it real, and they call us soft ass niggas, and you know what I'm saying, or that nigga capping, man, he talking that shit, man. But they don't realize that they the lost ones. You know what I'm saying? They the lost ones because they following the followers.
They
And
follow the followers and ain't making their own path. You gotta make your own path in this life, man. You get one life, man, to do the things that you need to do, man. And on the inside, you feel it and you gonna know what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? When you doing what you need to do, all your stars gonna align. Everything gonna line up and everything gonna fall in place. When you doing what you want to do and what you choosing to do, that's when all these side roads go. But guess what? You still gonna end up where you're supposed to end up.
Yeah.
You're still gonna end up where you was going, unless you make the ultimate decision. You know what I'm saying? and lose it all. But and we kind of getting off into it. But what we came on here to talk about was like business and you know what I'm saying? Family.
I mean, we talking about business, but at the same time, like these is the things that they need to hear because if they don't know what they need to do, they ain't gonna have a business mindset. So we need to dig deep into
it. And I'll say like this, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider myself no kind of special person. You know, a lot of people get on, nowadays everybody got instant fame, so everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram. I don't really do all the Instagram and all that. I be on Facebook checking to make sure I see everybody's birthday and saying what's up to my family and everything. But you know what I'm saying? I don't try to make myself no star. Because guess what? If you a star, you're gonna shine no matter where you at.
Yeah.
You're gonna shine no matter where you at. So when I was in the box reading books about Nietzsche, reading books on Plato, reading books on the Egyptians and everything like that, guess what? I was shining in. Coming to me, they want to get noodles. I'm giving them education. You know what I'm saying? I help so many cats get their GED. They coming to me. I'm the tutor. That's another thing. I tutor too.
Yeah, man.
I tutor in the areas of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You know what I'm saying? I host a robotics program, manual robotic rams for young kids. You know what I mean? In these areas, Manual High School. Everybody in Peoria know where that's at. But the robotic rams is a robotic team that my daughter is on. She like the head of it right now. If you want to look up with that, you can reach out to Jose Washington in Peoria, Illinois, and we do that for the kids. We show them a different path right there, so they see like, okay, man, you might have a kid that's real good at building. So man, he'll build. You got a kid over here, he good with computers, so they program. You got a kid over here that might just be good at talking, so they do the presentation. You know, we teach them these life building skills so that they can go into professional settings later on in life, and they have experience. if you never gave a speech, but then when you go to a job interview for $60,000, $70,000, but you ain't never gave a speech in your life, you're gonna choke up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you done stood in front of people and talked about your robot or talked about the things that you do, then you prepare for that moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of life is about. You know what I'm saying? Being prepared for your purpose. You know, I can't say I figured it all out. I don't know what my purpose is. I just know that, man, I love my family. You know what I'm saying? I love helping people. You know what I'm saying? I love just being, known as a good guy. When I leave, I hope my legacy is they say, man, that dude was a good dude, man. I hope they don't look back at my past and be like, man, oh, but he did this, oh, but he did that, oh, but he, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they be like, man, for real, if you know that dude, he was a good dude.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And I really know you, man. You know what I'm saying? I got another question for you, man. And I like what you said, man, because you tapping in with the kids and the robotics things, and you know what I'm saying. We didn't have that growing up. Like we didn't never have that opportunity, man. So, my question is, where would you want to see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh man, in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying? According to my calculations, I'll be at about probably 20 houses by then, hopefully more. You know what I'm saying? Because I do like 2 a year, you know what I'm saying? But I try to gross so much money, you know what I'm saying, off my houses, and I try to gross so much actual assets as far as houses. Because anything happened to me in the spur of the moment, all of those assets are passed down to my family. So in the next 5 years, I hope to be at 20, 30 houses, rented out at 80% capacity, you know what I'm saying? I hope to be grossing 5 times as much because I try to gross 100% more the next year in my business. My business being Young Homes and Services LLC, located in Peoria, Illinois, but not limited to Peoria, Illinois.
Right.
So hopefully I gross 5 times as much as I gross right now, in my business. Hopefully I'm able to touch way more souls, man, and pull some of these shorties up out the streets, man. Maybe even show them how to make their own money. Like I said, teach them how to fish, And man, my daughter will be graduating from college at that time, so that'll be a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for her. My other daughter already graduated. Hopefully, she have her PhD. You see what I'm saying? It's about family for me. I really ain't worried about me like having a big house or having a big car. That's nothing. I can go get that right now. You know what I'm saying? I go to the bank right now. Man, give me $200,000 house, and then they'll give it to me. That's nothing. I can go to the bank right now and give me a $70,000, $80,000 car. That's nothing. I could do that right now.
Yeah.
But
okay. You
for
see
me, 5 years from now, I want everybody who comes in contact with me to be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Do you see these comments down here?
What? I don't see no comments. What it say?
It said ask them how they get your first home to rent out.
Oh man, I'm okay. Well, I'll tell you what. How you can get your first home? Yeah, now let's talk. Let's talk this business.
Yeah.
See, how you can get your first home in every city in this country? They have a backlog of tax sales, and they have a backlog of foreclosures. If you can't afford to go purchase a home directly from the bank, first and foremost, if you have your credit together, you can just go to the bank and pull money from the bank, pour equity into your home, and then pull money from the bank again. You know what I'm saying? If you are not fortunate enough to be able to do that, then everybody can get a small loan from the bank. Everybody can. So I'm talking $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And you can go to your city backlog of back tax homes and foreclosed homes and purchase those homes. Now they may be in raggedy condition. If you, like you said, you're handy with your hands. If you're handy with your hands, you put an investment into a home, and then over a period of time, you fix that home up, and you crawl before you walk. You start with one. You start with one. Once you get it done, you can either pull the equity out from the bank, the equity that you've poured into the home, because it's better later than what you bought it in the beginning. It's better now than what you had it at first. So you have equity in that home. You can pull your equity and buy another home, or you can sell the home, or you can rent that home out. It just depends on what game plan you have for yourself. Me personally, I know, man, it's never going to be a time where people don't need a house to live in. So this industry is forever going to boom. You know, there's never going to be a time that people don't eat food. So food industry is always going to boom. There's never going to be a time where people don't wear clothes. So clothing industry is always going to boom. These are necessities of life. These are things that people have to have, you know. So you invest your time and energy into the things that people have to have, and it'll turn out lucrative for you.
That's dope, man. So hey, so I know you don't like to bring up your past, man, but I keep going back because I need to know these things, right?
Go ahead and talk to me. You know, I'm talking to you, man. You my man.
Yeah. Okay, so the first time you bought a house, bro,
Yeah.
did you know what you was doing, or did you be like, bro, I got a house and I don't know
what I'm doing, man. Let me tell you, it's a crazy story. Because, man, you got to move on the opportunities that you have, right? I ran into this old man. At the time, I didn't know this guy owned like 100 houses in this area at McDonald's. Same old man every Tuesday at McDonald's. Mind you, I was at McDonald's doing something else. He was at McDonald's, you know, doing his routine.
Yeah.
But he saw something in me, you know what I mean? And I just talked to him. Man, could barely see, damn near blind. He's sitting there with a laptop, you know? And I'm like, hey, man, you know, I see you up here every Tuesday, man. How you doing? You know, what you doing right here? Like, you sit here every Tuesday. He said, man, I sit here every Tuesday and I buy the same thing, 2 sausage sandwiches, and I sit here and I go over my portfolio. I said, your portfolio? He said, yeah. He said, he turned his computer to me. The man had a spreadsheet about 100 houses, 150 houses or something, man. I say, man, that's what's up, you know. You got a house. I said, man, but I can't afford to buy no house. Now, mind you, at the time, I got thousands upon thousands of dollars. But in my mind, I thought I could not buy a house. I did not believe that I could afford a house. And the man said, man, you could afford a house. He said, here, go to this address on this date and this time. So I'm like, what? I put it in my pocket, you know, kind of blew it off. But then later on, I pulled it out and I'm like, man, you know, it say, man, go here at 1 o'clock. It was the Jumer's Hotel at that time back in Peoria, if anybody knows Jumer's Hotel. Yeah, old school. So I say, man, you know what? I ain't doing nothing. I'm just ripping and running. I'll be up in the morning making my rounds. Let me shoot over here. So I go over there. I walk in there in my hood clothes. I don't see nothing but, you know what I'm saying, people. So I'm nervous. But I'm like, man, you got to move on your opportunities. So I say, man, I walk up to the little registration desk. I say, hey, man, you know, how much I got to pay to get in here, man? I don't even know what it is. How much I got to pay to get in here? The lady tell me, man, it's free. Just sign your name. Here go your name tag. So I go in here. Man, every successful landlord in this area was in this room, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like 30, 40 landlords. You know, it's cats in here dirty, look like they just worked. It's cats in here with suits on. It's every spectrum of person you could think of. So I'm in here like, okay, what is that? I still don't know what it is. 9 o'clock come. Man, they, okay, 35, 45, 55, yeah, sold, bam. Okay, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, sold, yeah, bam. So I'm looking, man, what? Man, it's cats in here. Bro, it's in an auction. It's a house auction. They auctioning off houses, bro. They in this mud, bro. And this like 20-something years ago. So in Peoria, they used to sell the houses for $1, bro. If people didn't want the house, they would sell the house for $1. Write it off into your name for $1, bro. I said, man, what is this? Man, I got so hyped. I just started bidding on houses myself. I bought like 2-3 houses, bam. You know what I'm saying? I bought my first 2 houses for like $4,500 a piece, right? But I didn't know nothing about the game. One of them was a bust. One of them was completely gutted out. You know, I'm buying them unseen. It was completely gutted out. If I knew what I knew now, I would have just put it back together. but I just let it sit. You know what I'm saying? The other one had some potential, so that's when I go in there. That's when I took you down there. Like, man, come help me, man, work on this crib. You know what I'm saying? You and E got it. I'm like, man, come help me work on this crib, man. And we just putting stuff together, put the cabinets in there, put the kitchen in there. We ran the plumbing in there, and guess what? I had that house for 5 to 7 years, bro. Even when I was gone, my family lived in that house. You know what I'm saying? So the money I paid for itself. Because if I would have been paying rent, if I'd have been paying $700, $800 for rent every month, I'd have been out of $9,600 a year. You see what I'm saying? So that was how I got into it. That was how I bought my first cribs. You know what I'm saying? I give shout out to Shoemaker. You know what I'm saying? Shoemaker, he probably passed on, but his brother's still around. He still got a bunch of houses in his family. Man, that man put me in the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't look at me as no thug or nothing. He just said, hey, man, look, young man, I see you got money and I see you got potential. Here, go do this. So,
yeah, that's dope, man. And, you know, and that's dope because a lot of people, you know, like you saying, man, you took me down there, bro. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I was trying to help you, you know, and you showed me how you put up cabinets and measure. I'm like, bro, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And man, I used that. You know, man, we had a house on Glendale, bro. Man, you already know, man. We built the studio. I remodeled everything because of you, because you gave me that inspiration that I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. But I got a question, man. You know, a lot of people out there in the Peoria area and all over the world, man, they feel like they felonies, they can't get this, or you know what I'm saying, my life is messed up. I didn't did all this. So what is some stuff that you felt like, well, other people feel like it'll hold them back? And what is a part of your story that you feel like, you know what, this don't even mean nothing, bro. I can still do my thing. This thing they gonna hold me back, bro.
You saying like far as like stuff from your past and all this and all that?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm a felon. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would be like, man, you know, we feel like we can't get nothing. We can't walk in the bank, or people look at us like thugs, or they'll check our background and they're
true. I feel you. Now, and that goes back to what I said earlier. The biggest barrier that we have in life is ourself. You see what I'm saying? A person can only either tell you yes or no. You see what I mean? A person can tell you yeah or no, but they can't stop you from going on your mission. If they say yeah or no, it's another person that you can ask, and they're gonna say yeah or no. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times we look at ourselves and think that we don't deserve what we have coming. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't deserve something. But that's the biggest obstacle. You have to know that you're valuable. You have to know your worth. You know what I'm saying? You could be satisfied with making $15 an hour and grossing about $28,000 a year, or you could be unsatisfied making $28 million a year. But it's all in the state of mind. It's all in how you perceive yourself. Like, if you put a limit on yourself, you better believe that limit gonna come into play. If you don't put a limit on yourself, you better believe not having a limit gonna add value to your life. You don't stop. You don't stop yourself before you get started. So like going into the bank, like that was a nerve-wracking thing for me too. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing I encourage people to do is go in the bank and open you a bank account. Get you a bank account. If you want to start a business, start you an LLC. It costs $150 to start an LLC. You know what I'm saying? But once you get your EIN number, you can go to the bank and open up a bank account in your LLC. Now your LLC has more credit than your name. You see what I'm saying? So you can go to the bank and say, man, I'm doing this. I need $100,000 for my business under this LLC. All they're going to ask you is, man, what's your EIN number? They might not give you 100, but they might give you 40, or they might give you 50. But that's the same 40 or 50 they wouldn't even have gave you as Michael Young.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, corporations is people. That's the way they made this game. Corporations is people. So if you got enough, make you a corporation. You know what I'm saying? Make you a corporation that feeds your LLC, or your LLC work for your corporation. and you write everything off through your corporation or through your LLC, all your taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But back to the question is, don't put a limit on yourself. You know what I'm saying? When I walked into the bank one day. I was trying to make a move on a house. I walked into the bank. I've been in the bank 20, 30 times. There was a new teller in there. She tell me, "Oh, well, I need the manager for you to pull out this amount of cash." I said, "I ain't never had no manager to pull out no cash. What's the problem right now?" Long story short, the manager come up, man, and seen me a million times. Man, get that man his money. That's his money, ain't it? Yeah, that's my money. But that low pause right there made me miss my sale. You see what I'm saying? I missed my buy, but I ain't tripped though, because when I looked at the house a little later, the foundation was falling apart and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it turned out, like I said, everything happened for a reason. It turned out to be a good thing that she held me up. But my point is, like, they gonna judge you when you walk into a bank. So go in there with your suit on. Go in there with your tie on. Say, man, I need to talk to the loan manager. Build a rapport with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, you build a rapport with the people, and then when you get into situations, it's like, man, let me talk to Jim Henson, man. Oh yeah, Jim Henson. Hey, what's going on? Hey man, I gotta move, man. I need to move $50,000 real quick on this house. I'm gonna pay you back. I'm good for it, man. You know what? I know you good for it. Let me write this up for you real quick, or let me see what I can do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Hey, that's dope, man. I didn't even cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
another question. For the people that's out here, what is a LLC and how important it is to have one?
A LLC is a limited liability corporation. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a sole proprietor, you are your own business, you do things, you know what I'm saying? You are the business, and you can start an LLC, you know what I'm saying? So you get an EIN number, and you get all the benefits of having a business, you know what I'm saying? You get all the benefits, almost the same benefits as if you was McDonald's or somebody. See what I'm saying? Not quite, because they're corporations. They're major corporations, so corporations get way more benefits. But LLC, it's like beginner benefits for guys just starting out. So you can start an LLC saying, man, you clean shoes, man. I'm a shoe cleaner for life, man. My shoe cleaning LLC. You know what I'm saying? Get your EIN number. You write off your taxes to that. You can. It's a lot of different things that you can do with an LLC that you can't do as a person. And the banks honor LLCs more than they honor yourself. You go in there with a 680 credit score, you might be able to get some, but you can go in there with an LLC with a little bit of an established credit, and you can get way more. So it's just a part of business, man. It's a lot of. I'm not gonna act like I know everything about business.
No,
Man, I don't know everything about business, but I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? I know what I do.
and some people they don't know until they know.
Yeah.
My boy Domingo say, does it matter how small your business is? So do it matter how small your business is? Like, what I'm saying, you gotta have a big business or a small
No,
business.
no.
That's your house or
LLCs are
t-shirt.
for small business. LLCs are for small business and small business loans. You know what I mean? So it
Mm-hmm.
could be one person. It could be up to it could be up to like 8 or 10 people or something like that. But it's an LLC. You know what I'm saying? It's just a small corporation that you're running. You know what I'm saying? You're the CEO of. And you're gonna get a tax number and everything else. You're gonna pay taxes on it. You keep your receipts for anything that you purchase for the business. You keep your receipts for anything that you gain for the business, and your gains and losses gonna balance out at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how small your LLC is or how big it is. You know what I'm saying? It's your LLC, but you can go on to what is that? Well, we in Illinois, so ours is the I'm in Illinois, so mine is the same the same website that your DMV is on. You can go on that website, and it's gonna have a click on there where it says register your LLC, and you can sign up for an LLC right there. Just your name has to be available. That's all.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. We already did like 45 minutes, and all I'm saying we're gonna do a quick hour because I know you busy and
Man,
you
it's
got you
cool.
got floors to lay
Yeah,
and
I
walls to
got
put up.
11 o'clock, but man, we chopping it up, man. Go and hit me with something, man. What you
All
got?
right, so let me see. Yeah, he said thanks, man.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? He
Hey,
appreciate that.
I want to touch on something real quick though, man, because man, uh, the other thing I do is tutor for these kids. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's kids that don't even be knowing 2 plus 2 is 4. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? And that's not a shot at the kids. It's a shot at the system that failed them. You
mm.
know. But how can you get along in life if you can't even add the change that a person giving you back? See what I'm saying? I'm big about numbers. I'm big about mathematics. I do tutor, so you know what I'm saying. If anybody has a kid need help, whatever, you know, man, reach out to me, man. Michael Young on Facebook. My number 309-648-0438. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hit me up. I come through help your kids if I have the time. You know what I'm saying? We have to schedule some time. The other thing, I talked to some educators the other day here in the Peoria area. Man, Monty, you know, it's way different from when we was younger, bro. Man, these shorties out here Draco'd up. You know what I'm saying?
I know, man.
And they ain't got no outlet, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no outlet, bro. They just out here just doing whatever, man. And so like, man, if y'all got some kids out here that need to be talked to, man, I'll talk to them, man. Because
Yeah,
anything they imagining, man, we done already been through that, man.
I
And
know.
and I can tell you, it's a better way. It is a better way, man. You
I
know,
know, man, and it's crazy because I know these kids out here just like you say, man. They bang it up, man, and they ready to do whatever to get
man,
a name. You know what I'm saying? And
to
I
get a
talk to
name,
them,
bro.
and a lot of kids like, man, it ain't like how it was when you was. I'm like, yeah, it's just the way it
It's
is. The
just like
system,
ain't nothing new
I
under the
say, the
sun.
system is just the same, bro. You know what I'm saying? You talked about how you was locked up. So my question is, what is a time, a period where you was locked up and you just drop down and you submit it to God, you say, man, yo, I gotta get out this place, or a story that you seen and you just realize this ain't the place for me, bro.
Well, I tell you. Uh, so when I was locked up, you know, they took away 6 months, right? So now this is at the end of my bid. It was a million other times that I came to realization that this ain't for me because, like I said, I really realized while I was in there that time is the most valuable commodity that a human has.
Mm-hmm.
Not black man, not white man, a human being, period. Time is the most valuable commodity that you have. You know what I'm saying? Um, and to sit there wasting your time is such a disservice to yourself. You
Mm,
know. So I was in there, and I had been in there for 5 years. And at that point, they changed the rules and said, "Well, y'all cats got to do 6 more months." And I said,
mm,
"That's not what I signed up for." So I went to the law library, looked through the books. You know what I'm saying? Found the law that said there is no possible way that you can make me do more time than I agreed to do. Right? So I go through the whole motions, get back to court. I'm in front of a judge. My whole family is in the courtroom, bro, because it's time for me to go home. My entire family is in the courtroom. And I'm in there. I mean, low key, I ain't going to even stop. I'm in there, man. I'm in tears. Bam, you know what I'm saying? Talking my talk, telling the judge, like, look, judge, right here in black and white, it say, man, you got to let me go, man. You have to let me go. I don't have to do this extra 6 months. A whole 6 months of your life for no reason? Extra? You know what I'm saying?
mm.
The judge. These they words. I didn't write these words. These they words in they books. The judge read the whole thing out to the court. He say, Mr. Young, you are correct. You absolutely correct that this law says that, man, we have to let you go. And I'm busting inside. I'm happy now, like, whoo, the man, I done proved myself. Man, the man turned around and say, but I'm gonna allow them to keep you for the 6 months.
Wow.
So my time, my life, my family, my value to the world for 6 whole months didn't mean nothing to the system.
Mm.
Even amongst their own rules. Even amongst their own rules. Didn't mean nothing. Me as a man didn't mean nothing to that judge. And I'll tell you something else. I did the extra 6 months. I came home. I started doing some kid outreach stuff. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, I ain't gonna put the judge out there. Long story short, the guy here has a program where he helps kids, right? And they was trying to recruit me to help the kids. So I was thinking about it. I go to their graduation. The same judge that made me do extra 6 months was sitting up there getting honored as helping these kids, bro. The same judge, same man that just told me my life didn't mean nothing in front of my whole family, bro.
Mm.
And I said, man, this system corrupt. I can't deal with that. So I deal with these kids on my own time. So what I did, I went out, got with a guy and started the robotics program. Well, we done helped a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, just find themselves and learn the things that they need to learn to survive, you know what I'm saying, in this world, you know what I'm saying. I went out and I started doing job promos. I was grabbing my nephews and my cousins and taking them to, you know what I'm saying, to job fairs and whatnot. That's how I got my first job, taking my nephews to job fair. You know what I'm saying? I was standing in the hood in the Harrison Homes, man, passing out job applications, man. Shorty pull up with a banger, trying to clap one of the guys I'm standing there talking to. And I stand up like, man, Shorty, you really gonna do that right here, man? Man, this right here all about positivity, bro. And he like, man, yo, you lucky right now. He a banger on Buddy and everything. He tell him, Buddy, man, you lucky right now. You lucky right now. I'm like, man, bro, and I tell Buddy right there, I said, see what I mean? Now, if you wasn't here doing this, you probably be gone. Because you right here on the bike just talking. And the Shorty was talking all kind of crazy stuff. And I'm telling him like, man, Shorty, listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. I gave him an application, man. I don't know what he did after that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But, you know, I can only do what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know. But what I'm saying is time is the most valuable thing a person has. When you commit a crime, they take your time from you. You know what I'm saying? They don't really even care about taking your money from you. They don't care about, you know what I'm saying, slowing you down. They want your time because that's all you got.
Yeah,
That's
and a
all
lot
it
of
is.
kids don't know. They get like about 30,000 a year.
What? They get 60,000.
They turned it up. They get 60,000 a year.
Man, they get 60,000 for a 60-day turnaround. So you can
Yeah.
go into the prison system, do 59, 60 days. They're gonna get 60,000 for you for that whole year. You could leave, come back on a new crime, and do another 60 days. They're gonna get another 60,000 for you. The system will pay 60,000 for you to stay in prison, but they will only give you $18,000 to $20,000 working at McDonald's. They will only give you $20,000 to $30,000 working at these factories, but they will give $60,000 for you to sit in prison.
And it's crazy because most kids, you know what I'm saying, they'll be out here like they'll do 25 to life, bro.
Yeah.
For their homies and stuff. They'll do 25 to life. Man, I kill for you, bro. All right. But then they fathers and they got kids out here and with they single mothers and they won't do 8 hours for their kids.
They won't do 8 hours for their kids, man. That's what I'm saying. It's madness, man. But you know, everybody wake up in their own time, and like, you know, a kid might hear this message today and be like, man, forget them this week. Them cats soft. And then like 10 years later, he say, man, dang, that's what dude was talking about. I understand. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Everybody do things in their own time.
Pray we reach out to some kids, man, because that's what the podcast is all about. Family on the mission, man. We want you to get your family and get on that mission, man. Get on something positive because
and on another note, man, keep your goals for your family. Like each one teach one. Like you might can't reach every kid in the neighborhood, but if you reach all the kids in your household to where they have an understanding of financial responsibility, of maintaining their spiritual self, of maintaining their physical self, you know, their mind, body, and soul, you know, then that's one person that has the values and the ingredients that it takes to be successful in life. And that one person is going to hang out with other people. And they might not teach them everything you taught them, but they might teach them one or two of the things. And that person is going to be touched by the values that they need to succeed. And it grows exponentially. You know what I mean? So we got to take care of our families. You know, everything we do and everything I do is for my family. You know, I'm buying these properties. I'm not going to be around for another 80 years. You know what I mean? I ain't going to say that, though. I ain't going to even say that. Maybe I will. Who knows what technology does?
Hey, but we know for a fact the property going to be still around.
My property's still going to be around. So my grandkids going to benefit from it. My great-grandkids going to benefit from it. My great-great-great-grandkids going to benefit from it. Hopefully, I have a portrait of myself somewhere, you know, in one of these houses, man, big old portrait. And they say, man, that's great-great-great-granddad Mike Young. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? He the reason why we got this. You know, what's your legacy going to be, man? You know, and we talking about a lot of stuff, man, but I'm just speaking to the world, man. Do you hear me, world?
You hear me, world? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, and I know you busy, man. And I think, man, I thank you for taking your time out. You know what I'm saying, to jump on a podcast, man. You know I was riding you like, man, bro, you want to jump on, you want to jump on. And you know what I'm saying, you made time for your boy. So, you know what I'm saying, anything else, you know what I'm saying, we almost getting up to an hour. So, man, anything else you want to talk to the people and want to, you know what I'm saying, just want to get off your chest, or if you got something that you can tell the young guys or the old guys, whoever, just inspiring to help them, like, man, you know.
Well, man, all I can say is, man, just don't set no limit on yourself, man. You your number one cheerleader. You your best advocate. You also can be your number one foe. Don't set no limit on yourself. Like, if you want something, put your energy into it and go after it. Man, think about what you want. Write it down on paper. Then write down the smaller steps of what it takes to get that done. Then start implementing those steps. And I promise you, the things that you put your energy into will come to fruition. Now, on the flip side, on the negative end, it's the same thing. If you put in your mind negative thoughts, then write down the negative thoughts on paper, and then put the energy and the little steps into the negative thoughts, them negative things gonna come into fruition in your life. You gotta stay positive at all times. There's two pathways in this life: a positive path and a negative path, but you're still gonna end up in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? You might end up in the spot as the speaker, standing in front of everybody talking, or you might end up in the spot as the janitor mopping the floor, hearing, you know what I'm saying, at the convention you're supposed to be talking at. It's it's the energy you put into life, man. You get in, you get out what you put in, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't set no limits on yourself, and just keep moving. Keep God first. Focus on your family, and then think about everything else, man. That's all I got to say.
Man, that's real, bro. And man, like, again, I can't thank you enough, bro, because you played a big part in my life, man. I don't think you even know. You know what I'm saying? We got mutual friends, and we just, you know what I'm saying, that bro, when you came in my life, bro, you definitely shaped my life and made me look at things different. So, man, I appreciate you on that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know you busy, and I like you. I love you from jumping on the podcast, man.
Hey, man, love you too.
About an hour, bro.
Hey, I gotta go, man. Do this flow right now, man. I got a flow, then I got a club I'm trying to remodel, and I got a whole bunch of stuff I'm doing, and I gotta go to work. I'm working like 16 hours a day right now. But man, old man told me once, man, while you got the energy, you better use it, because when you get my age, you ain't gonna be able to do all that. So,
man,
you know,
that's what I'm talking about.
You know, 2022, man, we gotta try to put up 222,000 or maybe 22 million, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's do it.
Don't set no limit though. You know what I'm saying? That's Keep going. Man, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? We can do this again sometime. Like, we can do this again, man. We can do some progress, you know?
Oh man, we definitely gonna chop it up again. But yeah, this your boy Monty G, man, on a Family on the Mission podcast. The Fammission podcast. Do you
Man,
hear me,
listen,
world?
you hear me, world?
With your
Hey,
boy Big
don't forget,
Mizzle,
man, Young
young
Home
home. You know
Services
what I'm saying? Y'all get your
LLC.
homes done. Holla at your boy, man. Reach out to him on Facebook, and he gave y'all his number already, so y'all already know the business.
Yeah.
G staff, we out.